kind of crazy. You don't hear of things like Walmart closing.
Walmart is closing stores. Yes, Walmart. It's something you almost never hear. But in 2025, the retail giant is shutting down 40 locations across 6 states. For many rural communities, where Walmart is the only major store, this change hits hard. So why is Walmart taking such a drastic step? And what does it mean for consumers, workers, and the future of American retail? The tariff domino effect. The trigger behind all this? Tariffs, specifically those initiated during the Trump administration. These tariffs, especially on Chinese imports, push supply chain costs through the roof. Walmart, known for its low prices, simply couldn't absorb it all. Initially, price hikes appeared in just a few product categories, but over time, nearly everything got more expensive. Baby products, food, electronics, even seasonal goods. In some cases, toy prices surged 20 to 30% in just weeks. This shook customer trust. 2/3 of Walmart shoppers now say prices are higher than they expected, and with tariffs on certain Chinese products reaching up to 145%, the price increase is unavoidable. Supply chain shakeup. Walmart had to act. Relying too much on China was no longer sustainable, so the company began diversifying, shifting production to Vietnam, India, and Mexico, where labor and material costs are lower. But that's not a quick fix. Rebuilding supply chains takes time, especially while ensuring consistent quality. Distribution centers in Texas are being expanded to receive goods from Mexico, and ports on the East Coast are being prepped for Indian textiles. But while these moves may reduce political risk, they won't fully replicate China's cost advantages. Store closures. Where and why? Walmart's May 2025 closure list includes stores in California, San Diego, El Cajon, West Covina, Fremont, Granite Bay, Colorado, Aurora, Georgia, Dunwoody, Marietta, Maryland, Towson, Ohio, Columbus, and Wisconsin, Milwaukee. The company cites high operational costs and a focus on automation and online infrastructure. But for small towns, the impact is massive. Walmart isn't just a grocery store. It's often the town's largest employer and economic hub. When it closes, people lose jobs. Local businesses that depended on foot traffic suffer. Even public services like schools and infrastructure take a hit due to lost tax revenue. When the Walmart store closes, we're losing our largest employer. Automation, the double-edged sword. Walmart is also betting big on automation. From robotic shelf stockers to self-checkout systems and even autonomous warehouse vehicles. But this comes at a price. Jobs. Entry-level positions are disappearing. Data suggests Walmart may reduce its U.S. workforce by up to 20% this year. While the company claims displaced workers will shift to customer experience roles, unions and community leaders are skeptical. For many small-town residents, Walmart was one of the few employers around. Automation, while efficient, risks turning these communities into economic ghost towns. Political tensions and public backlash. Former President Trump, whose tariffs contributed to these price hikes, has reportedly criticized Walmart's leadership for offshoring production and raising prices. He argues that American companies should absorb the burden rather than pass it on to consumers. Walmart, however, insists that with razor-thin profit margins, that's just not possible. This has divided public opinion. Some blame Walmart for abandoning America, while others argue the government's trade policy left them with no choice. What this means for the future. Walmart isn't alone. Other retail giants like Amazon, Target, and Costco are all reevaluating their supply chains, cutting costs, and automating where possible. If these trends continue, expect fewer physical stores, smaller inventories, and a heavier shift toward online shopping. And the bigger concern? Rising prices and rising unemployment. If the cost of automation drops below the cost of human labor, what happens to all the cashiers, stockers, and warehouse workers? Retail, as we know it, is changing. Walmart's store closures, price hikes, and supply chain overhaul aren't just isolated decisions. They're a signal that trade wars, automation, and economic uncertainty are transforming how, where, and by whom our goods are sold. So is this just the cost of global trade adjustments, or a sign of deeper issues in our economic model? If you found this video insightful, Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more updates and content. We've got plenty more coming your way.